How's it going, guys? We are back with another awesome video. We're doing this one live. This one is a priority request by somebody. I can't say their name for sure, but you know who you are. The original channel is by Melody Sheep. And again, it's Time-Lapse of the Future, a journey to the end of time. So we're going to check this out. Let me switch over my screen here. That should be good. Time-Lapse of the Future. Let's check it out. How's it going, guys? How will the universe meet its end? Yeah, I'm pretty interested in this, actually. Wait, did that say exponentially doubling our speed every 5 seconds? Okay, so it's going to get faster and faster. And okay. How's it going, Maria?
The Holocene.
Although it feels like it's just beginning to end some days.
The Holocene has ended. What we do now and in the next few years will profoundly affect the next few thousand years. The only conditions modern humans have ever known so far are changing, and changing fast.
Nothing stays the same on this planet.
Wow.
Everything changes. The Earth is going into one of these jumps, and you don't know what is going to be on the other side of those jumps. The Earth is always jumping.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Things move on this planet. Things are not still. Everything is turning.
Getting pretty intense over here. So we're already a couple 100,000 years into the future. Man, new island chains. So it takes, how long is this? Wow, it takes that long for the footprints to fade. Look at the years at the bottom. That's nuts. Yeah, and humans are probably long gone by now. That's crazy. I mean, we're just like, just a half a second in the time frame of humanity. Man. New supercontinent. See, and how do they even know this? I mean, this is like,
As it
what is this,
begins to
millions of
fuel,
years?
The sun won't simply fade away to nothing. Its core will collapse, and the extra heat this generates will cause its outer layers to expand.
Dang. Okay, so
The
Earth
sun
destroyed.
is now dead. Its remains slowly cooling in the freezing temperatures of deep space.
Okay, so that's the end of us. If we even made it that long. Man, this is insane. 70 Well, now we're hundreds of billions
The
of
fate
years.
the sun is the same as for all stars. One day, they must all eventually die, and the cosmos will be plunged into eternal night.
All stars
A trillion
eventually will
years.
run out of fuel.
How do they know?
The temperature of the universe drops. The stars, one by one, in the night sky, will turn off.
It's like the end of a fireworks show.
And there'll be no more new stars created. And so that the universe will
That don't even
end
look.
not with a bang, but with a whimper. And not in fire, but in ice.
Okay. The universe is gonna freeze. So that can't be it. This video's longer. 500 trillion years. That's nuts. Yeah, I thought I'd do something a little different this time. Changed it up. Plus, there was a priority request as well, and it's super interesting.
With no fuel left to burn, a white dwarf's faint glow comes from the last residual heat from its extinguished furnace.
It looks really
Looking at
cool.
it from where the Earth is now, it would only generate the same amount of light as the full moon on a clear night.
Oh, wow. 800,000, 1 million trillion years.
Will provide the only illumination in a dark and empty void littered with dead stars and black holes.
In some ways, it's kind of a ghost universe. It's the corpses, the zombie stars, that will take us into the future.
How's it going to take us into the future when we have been, this is 50 million trillion years. I didn't even know that was a number, first of all. And that's a hell of a big number, but wow. I mean, how do they even know? This is clearly just speculation and maybe, whatever little bits of scientific. I mean, we've only explored 15% of our oceans. I don't know that we really know what's going on in 50 million trillion years, but it's interesting nonetheless. I mean, it could be true for sure too. I mean, we'll never know. Either way though, that's crazy though. Yes, thank you guys. Smash that like button. But be careful with your computer, don't break it. That way you can finish the rest of the video, of course. Okay, so they can accidentally make new stars, so they're just like exploding and shit. One thing that's always piqued my curiosity, and wow, that was nuts. What the hell? See, if there's no oxygen in space, how are these things blowing up and exploding? How is the sun even burning? That's my question.
A black dwarf will be the final fate of those last stars. White dwarfs that have become so cold that they barely emit any more heat or light. Black dwarfs are dark, dense, decaying balls of degenerate matter. Little more than the ashes of stars. Their constituent atoms are so severely crushed that black dwarfs are 1 million times denser than our sun. Stars take so long to reach this point we believe there are currently no black dwarves in the universe.
Okay, so the universe ain't even old enough for him yet. Yeah, it's crazy that the universe is just starting. How's it going, Wim? Flare up in a blaze of glory. Man, the special effects on this is pretty cool too. Like, I don't know who made the visuals, but they did a damn good job. But how do we know that they're using that for power, though?
We have a pace of life that's based on really the energy available to us now. You could imagine living conscious systems which have a very different pace and therefore can extend out at least a lot farther than you'd imagine otherwise. You could have a living system where if it had a thought every 10 trillion years, that would seem normal. Even if our life dies out, one could imagine at some time arbitrarily far in the future, a fluctuation occurs which allows intelligent life to exist again for a little while.
It's pretty rare that we exist.
In time of intelligence.
I mean, look at all the animals and all the different species that's on Earth, has been on Earth and went extinct over the years. It's a pretty rarity that we have the intelligence that we actually do, to be honest with you. Is the universe restarting? Is that what's going on? Like the reset button. Current theories predict that atoms themselves will begin to decay, destroying all remaining matter in the universe.
A proton, one of the fundamental building blocks of atomic matter, of what makes us up, can just spontaneously fall apart.
Why?
Any material
How?
that evades the pull of a black hole eventually dies away as its protons disintegrate.
Interesting. Okay, so they don't know. Yeah, it's unproven. Probably does repeat itself.
The matter inside black dwarves, the last matter in the universe, will eventually evaporate away and be carried off into the void as radiation, leaving absolutely nothing behind.
How can it be nothing though? That's the confusing part. Like that's just a hard concept to wrap your head around. Like nothing, you know, and then nothing goes on forever. If nothing goes on forever, then nothing in itself is something, right? Like, I don't know.
With the black dwarves gone, there won't be a single atom of matter left.
Not one. And what's this though?
All
Where
that
does this
will
come from?
remain of our once rich cosmos will be particles of light and black holes.
So does the light just keep going on forever and ever? Because there's nothing to stop it? Is that really what is just nothing to stop it? It just keeps going and going and going and going. No stars, no planets, no lingering stellar remnants for life to cling to. Yet even now, time has only just begun to tick. It's just the beginning. Wow. I mean, that right there, on a scale of a human lifetime, the universe has just emerged from the womb. We're talking 26 million trillion years. That's an insane number. Wow, that's craziness. This is insane. I mean, just trying to wrap your head around like the actual grand scale of that, and the fact that it's just evidently just nothingness in general is just a hard concept to understand. Let me see right here. Wim says it's very rare. There's other places that have or had conditions favorable to life, but it took 4 billion years of stability before life and civilizations to emerge, and that stability is rare. Yeah, it is very rare. Yeah. Cold, dark, and empty, like my ex-wife. Man. Our universe gives life only a brief moment to shine, a haven in time, safe from its fiery birth and icy death.
The arrow of time creates a bright window in the universe's adolescence, during which life is possible. But it's a window that doesn't stay open for long.
Wow, so it's just...
of the lifespan of the universe, as measured from its beginning to the evaporation of the last black hole. Life, as we know it, is only possible for 1,000th of a billion billionth billionth of a percent.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Black holes become the fundamental building block of the universe. A galaxy will basically be a supermassive black hole in a center with smaller black holes orbiting it.
Zombie galaxies filled with black holes continue to evolve.
Zombie galaxies.
They'll eat each other and they'll get bigger, and maybe they'll fall into the supermassive black hole and it'll get bigger. The universe will still be an exciting, dynamic place. It's just that the timescales you're talking about are now trillions of years instead of thousands or millions of years.
Supermassive black hole. That's like a song or an album. I believe Muse. I think it's by Muse. Just off topic, but good song.
Scales you're talking about are now trillions of years instead of thousands or millions of years.
That's crazy. Trillions and trillions of years. In this far-flung age, black hole mergers become the main event. Some grow to enormous sizes, possibly trillions of times the mass of our sun. That's crazy. Trillions of times the mass of our sun. When they merge, they send out powerful gravity waves that resonate throughout the universe.
Can bang on space-time like mallets on a drum.
Man, I bet that messes with time in general, because like time and space is like kind of like relative somehow, right? So like if you got all these vibrations coming out, that might mess, like there might be like time shifts or something if there is people living around this time.
And they have a very characteristic song. Imagine two black holes that have lived a long life together. At the end of their lives, they're going around each other, crossing thousands of kilometers in a fraction of a second.
They get sucked into each other, though?
As they do so, they leave behind in their wake a ringing of space, an actual wave on space-time.
Okay, so there's a wave on space-time, yeah. I wonder what that would do. Massive deja vu.
Space squeezes and stretches as it emanates out from these black holes banging on the universe. Those are the gravitational waves. They're literally the sounds of space ringing. And they will travel out from these black holes at the speed of light as they ring down and coalesce to one spinning, quiet black hole.
It probably sounds like hell in the process.
If you were standing near enough, your ear would resonate with the squeezing and stretching of space. You would literally hear the sound.
That's crazy.
Imagine a lighter black hole falling into a very heavy black hole. The sound you're hearing is a light black hole banging on space each time it gets close.
Is that what it would sound like, though?
As it falls in, it gets faster and it gets louder.
It's about to pop. Thought it was going to be more dramatic than that.
Scientists used to think black holes were immortal, but even these will one day die.
Take it easy, Wim.
Now we're talking about time scales of unimaginable length, quadrillions of years into the future. On that time scale, even the black holes begin to evaporate.
Evaporate? Where they go?
According to quantum mechanics, space is filled with virtual particles, antiparticles, that are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, coming together again, and annihilating each other.
It's like an old Atari game.
Of a black hole, one member of a pair of virtual particles may fall into the hole, leaving the other member without a partner with which to annihilate.
What?
The forsaken particle appears to be radiation emitted by the black hole. And so, black holes are not eternal.
They're not what?
They evaporate. Holes are not eternal.
Eternal, okay. Stephen Hawking, that dude's hard to understand.
They evaporate away at an increasing rate until they vanish in a gigantic explosion.
Okay. And the universe restarts? I don't know.
Has allowed particles and radiation to escape from the ultimate prison, a black hole.
Black holes begin to evaporate away, erasing the last large-scale structures in the universe. As they die, they light up the darkness one by one. Looks like the Netherlands on New Year's, huh, guys? There's all your guys' mailboxes blowing up. So it's just like a grand finale of the universe here. Is this at the end? Okay, no, it's not. So this ain't even a grand finale. There's still more to come. I can't even imagine, like, where's it gonna go from here, you know? I wonder if you can turn this down just a hair, I don't know. Maybe that's better. As black holes slowly die off, the universe continues to expand, driven by a mysterious force we don't yet understand. How do you even know it's there? We're talking 64 billion trillion years. That's a long ass time from now. Like a long ass time from now. This is the frontier of human knowledge, a frontier ripe for exploration and discovery.
Asked the question, will the world end in fire or ice? We can now give an answer.
Okay, because we know this.
Evidence shows that the universe is not slowing down, but it's speeding up out of control.
Of course, that's probably why every damn year feels like it's faster than the year before. Time's going faster and faster every year. If time and space is relevant and space is going faster, then time's going faster.
The universe, we think, will die in ice. Trillions upon trillions of years from now.
Empty space itself has energy. In every little cubic centimeter of space, whether or not there's stuff, whether or not there's particles, matter, radiation, or whatever, there is still energy even in the space itself. And this energy, according to Einstein, exerts a push on the universe.
What is the weird stuff that's accelerating the universe? We call it dark energy.
But see, if it's nothingness, then how can it be nothingness if there's dark energy pushing on the so-called universe? That right there is stuff. Like, how is that nothing? I don't understand that.
And this stuff is the dominant stuff of the universe. Almost 3/4 of the matter energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And we don't know what it is.
They just said over 3/4. Oh, wait. I'm messing with my sound.
The universe is this dark universe. Almost 3/4 of the matter energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And we don't know what it is.
So 3/4 of all the energy matter, is that what it's saying, is dark matter? I'm gonna listen one more time.
Almost 3/4 of the matter energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And
yeah,
we
that's
don't
crazy.
know what it is.
That's crazy.
Dark energy, unlike matter or radiation, does not dilute away as the universe expands. This has crucial implications for what the universe is going to do in the future.
So what will be the future of the universe? Well, if the dark energy remains dominant and repulsive, the universe will expand forever.
Okay. But we don't know what the dark energy actually is, though. Like,
faster and faster and faster with time. A runaway universe.
70% of the energy of the universe resides in empty space, and we don't understand why. But we do know what will happen. If that energy continues to be there, the universe will become cold and dark and empty. That's the future as it might be. We don't know because we don't yet understand the nature of dark energy. Until we do, we won't know the future. We won't even understand our own origins, and that's why we want to know and study this subject.
if they're saying right there that they don't know the future, how are we this far in the, 29 million trillion, whatever it is, years into the future, and they're trying to say, like, this is what's going to happen, if they're also saying at the same time that they don't really know? Like, it's all speculation, I think, and just kind of like based on whatever little bit of facts that they do have, I guess. Discovering the true nature of dark energy could change our vision of the future dramatically. Whoops, I didn't mess that up, did I? Alright. Whoops. If it somehow weakens over time, the universe could collapse under gravity, a big crunch. Sorry, I got distracted. I messed up my other screen real quick, and given a boost, it could tear the universe apart at the seams. A big rip. That doesn't sound good. Physicists increasingly suspect that there may be multiple universes beyond our own, each with their own unique laws of physics. Yes, this is like the multiverse theory, right? Some would harbor the right conditions for life. Others could collapse or be ripped apart. Others still could be far more exotic than anything we could imagine. Well, kind of like, Rick and Morty. I don't know if you ever watched that or not. A lot of multiverse stuff there and interdimensional travel. Good show. New pieces to this puzzle are out there somewhere waiting to be found. Well, yeah.
The forecast does seem to be for an ever colder, ever emptier universe. But then, of course, we have to ask, could that end lead to a new beginning? And there are ideas whereby what actually is the end of our universe could in some sense be linked to the beginning of a new one.
It's true. Some speculate there may be a way to escape our universe before entropy erases everything. Okay. We could create simulated virtual universes, or with enough energy create another one just like our own. What is this simulated virtual universes? Or with enough energy create another one just like our own. We're talking about creating universes? Like science is actually talking about that. We're probably already done being created by ourselves in the first damn place. This is probably just a repeat of what happened before our universe got created. It's already done. We're inside of a box somewhere in a damn science lab. That's nuts right there. I don't know.
We've worked out the mathematics, the equations. They seem to say that if you have an atom smasher that can concentrate tremendous amounts of energy at a single point, you can perhaps open up a gateway, a baby universe.
That's how you fucking, that's how you create time warps and like black holes and like, you know, Mandela effect and like, I don't know.
Facing the death of everything there is, this perhaps is their only possibility of escape.
It's all good, Maria. If you gotta go, take care. Everybody here is pretty friendly, so I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna be an asshole in the chat or anything. So, yeah, go do what you gotta do. Thank you very much for sticking around and helping be a moderator and everything like that. So, yeah.
This perhaps is their only possibility of escape. And this also raises a very intriguing possibility, sheer speculation, of course, that perhaps any universe that has intelligent life in it will create baby universes, will create lifeboats, and proliferate child universes.
Yeah, see, that's crazy right there. Like it's saying like they would create. So we could be a universe inside of another universe, inside of another universe, inside of another damn universe. I mean, and honestly, like, it might be true. I don't even know. All right, have a good night, Maria.
So an evolution may take among universes in the multiverse. Survival of the fittest may take place. So those universes which do not have intelligent life are infertile. They have no children. But those universes that have mild temperatures, stars like us, would create civilizations that can open up child universes, and they would then proliferate.
If there's no way to escape the universe, then entropy will march on, destroying the last remaining supermassive black holes. As the last one explodes and dies, it bathes the universe in light one last time. Man. Yeah, these visuals are pretty cool. Definitely gotta admit that. I mean, look at how far into the future we are down here. 1 trillion, 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 trillion. Well, now it's 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. Wow. 5. So it's just jumping like trillions and trillions of years at a
After an
time.
unimaginable length of time, even the black holes will have evaporated, and the universe will be nothing but a sea of photons gradually tending towards the same temperature as the expansion of the universe cools them towards absolute zero.
That's crazy, guys.
Once the very last remnants of the very last stars have finally decayed away to nothing, and everything reaches the same temperature, the story of the universe finally comes to an end. For the first time in its life, the universe will be permanent and unchanging. Entropy finally stops increasing because the cosmos cannot get any more disordered. Nothing happens, and it keeps not happening forever.
Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn whatever state I may be in, therefore therein to be content. Helen Keller. Yeah, wow. That was pretty crazy. Yeah. That was pretty mind-blowing, honestly. Let's see here. Let me switch it back here. I was looking at some of these comments. It says, this is not science, it is poetry, it is art. Thank you, Melody Sheep. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, go check out. In fact, I'm gonna subscribe right now because that's a good video. I don't even know what their other videos are like, but yeah, guys, check that out. The link to the original video is in the description section down below, as always. This person says, I get those goosebumps every time when I'm watching this. Yeah, honestly, not gonna lie, like I did at one point during this video. That's crazy. It says, this video was in my recommendations for a very long time. I kept shying away from watching it as it seemed too long, around half an hour. Now, after finally watching it, half an hour is probably not long enough for this magnificence. This is probably one of the best videos ever created. Thank you to all those who created this video and are allowing us to watch and hear all this for free. Hard to believe what humans have discovered. Harder still to believe so much more is left to discover. Thank you for knowledge and emotions. Thank you for this experience. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, it is crazy. This one says, how can this be so depressing and so beautiful at the same time? Yes, that's, wow. All right, guys. Well, again, that was a priority request. I'm glad that they requested it because that was very, very awesome. I'm going to get up out of here. You guys take care. Thanks for sticking around and enjoying that with me. You guys take care. I'm going to try to get another Dutch lesson done today and probably be dropping some more reaction videos as well. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to do a priority request as well, links in the description section down below for that. Also, there's a Discord server. Links are down there for that as well. So you guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I will see you later. All right, take care.